nurses, and medical staff are doing incredible services to save the lives of people. They are doing their services without thinking about their lives and about their families. Many of them have lost their precious lives too. I, from the deep of my heart, salute them and thank them from all of us. Apart from their professional lives, doctors, nurses, and paramedical staffs are also helping needy people in many ways. Like they are feeding poor people, they are distributing masks, they are contributing to relief funds, etc. They do their jobs with great, but since they also are human beings, they also need some support from us. This is our whole and sole responsibility to give them all kinds of support, whatever they needed. Like if some doctors are staying in hostels or in rent in other part of their native land, the landlord must give some relaxation to them, that so that they can feel better. Also in other parts, we have gone through some newspapers or news magazines that they are suffering from. Actually, they are disturbing by some kind of people who are not in favor of those. Actually, what we say, those kind of things they are doing. Like they are going for survey, they are going for telling the people to use masks or distributing some medicines. So they are actually trying to disturb them. So I condemn such type of things from all over the world where this type of incidents happen. Now I want to say one more thing. The and nurses and the paramedical staff, they also need protection kits so that they can feel free that they are also during the past time gone through some news that they having lack of kits. So this is one more responsibility to our government, that the government must provide them the kits, the medicines, and whatever they needed. As we know that doctor are the God on the earth. They are doing in extensive services to save our lives. They are not thinking about any other things while their services. So why should not we also give them all kinds of support? We must give them all kinds of support in every part of life. Doctors actually, apart from their professional, also are human beings, and they also have emotions and pain. If we do something wrong to them, they also feel bad. In that case, they think that no, why should I service to the mankind, those type of men who are not helping us. So we need to avoid all kinds of these bad manners, bad things, which are not good for neither for us nor for the doctors. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Hira, for explaining such a beautiful topic, which is currently it suits in the current situation. It suits, like you have articulated very well, that you have described that doctors are the God on earth. You talked about the medical staff. You talked about nurses. You talk a very important point, that is humanity. And let's see, like wait for the end and how Dilip has evaluated you. So now it's time for me to invite our speaker two, who is Shakti Sagar, and he is presenting Project 3. So everyone, please put your hands together and join me in welcoming Shakti on the stage. Welcome, Shakti.
So whenever I used to see someone speaking effective on stage, I would to say, wow, natural gift. He or she is a born speaker. And then I met my friend Ajay, who is not available today. So I came to realize that only children are born, babies are born in this world. No one is born with a talent. Talent is something we create on our own with practice and dedication. So now, if any person is talking effectively, then I realize that that person has put a lot of efforts, time, money, resources on developing that particular skill. So the learning for me is that you have to learn the methods and techniques of public speaking. So question arises, why we should become a student of public speaking? We all are professional. Most of the people here are presenting here are professional. Why they want to be a public speaker? The answer is just very simple. That if you want to become a leader in your life, then leaders has to separate themselves and stand alone and speak. So we have to learn this skill. We are here in this group, this club, to learn the basic of public speaking. This club is going to help each individual to learn presentation skill, and you will be a completely a different person on the stage. Only if you take an action. So just I want to explain that before preparing any speech, we need to keep 3 points in our mind before writing a particular script. First important thing, what is the objective of your speech? That is very important. You need to stand why you are standing in front of people, on what you have to speak, whether it is information, entertainment, persuasion, or inspiration. Imagine yourself that you are a vice president of a particular organization and you have hired a trainer. You have to introduce that trainer to your team. If you're not prepared, then what you will do? You will go and tell, hey, hello team, we have a trainer with so much experience. He is going to join our team from right. But if you have prepared your objective, then you will say, today we have a trainer on a skill which can change your life, which has changed my life. And that way you will inspire the audience, right? So you need to prepare your speech. You need to know your objective, right? Second important thing is target audience. You need to understand what is your audience, right? If your audience is old people, you have to talk according to their point of view. If the audience is young generation, they have to inspire them, you have to motivate them, right? And if your audience is children, then you have to talk on that way. So that is very important. And third thing which is very important is duration. It is very important to make your speech short and precise. You don't have to elaborate, or you don't have to keep so many hundred or thousands of. It is very difficult. So you should always make your speech precise within 5 or 15 minutes. You might have seen the world leaders, the President of America, Mr. Obama, or George W. Bush, or the current Donald Trump. He delivers a speech for not more than 20 to 30 minutes. Even all the world leaders are following this approach, that you need to keep your speech shorter. Why? In this way, you are valuing the time of your audience. No one is there to listen you for more than 1 or 2 hours, right? So that is very important. Last, I want to include that one very beautiful quote. Successful people are not gifted. They just work hard, then succeed on purpose, right? And the key to success is hard work and commitment to your dreams and goals.
Thank you, Shakti, for such a good speech. And you have highlighted a very important topic for which we all are here, that is public speaking. You talked very good points like leadership, you talk about learning, communication, presentation skills, and the most important thing was duration, which should be short and precise. That's why we are giving time foundations of 5 minutes. And because of your this quote duration, I also just got reminded by one quote. Mark Twain once have said that if I have to speak for 1 hour, 2 hour, it will take me of preparing only 10 minutes. But if I have to speak for 5 minutes, it will take me 2 weeks to prepare it. So it's a really good thing to just timeline your duration. And as we don't have our other speaker, Ashutosh, the third speaker, so we can move to the next segment of our today. That is the table topic. So to conduct the table topic, yeah.
One second, Shub is there, right? He can. Last time he was not able to give his icebreaker. So if he is prepared, then he can give today.
Yeah, good idea. Shub, are you prepared today for giving your icebreaker?
Yeah, I may convey.
Okay, then fine. Okay, then Shub, everyone please welcome Shub to present his icebreaker project 1. Welcome, Shub.
Thank you. Today I'm going to tell you about myself. My name is Shubh Anand. I am currently gaining my secondary education in Mount SSC School, that is an ICSC board, and I'm 16 years old and I'm a student of class 10. I live in Silk City, Bhagalpur, and I will like to say something about my background. Like, I belong to a middle class family, and my father is a contractor. My interests are in the field of science and computer. I choose sports as my hobby, and I love playing that. Main sports are like cricket, volleyball, and I keep all as my side sport. And my aim is not set still, but as an estimation, I would like to become a software or a mechanical engineer. And I'm very fond of music too. Now, I would like to tell about my weaknesses. I think I'm short-tempered and I'm sensitive, self-criticism, and I go too detail-oriented, and I have lack of public speaking too. That was my intent to join this group, and I discovered it after joining this group that it's a tough task, and now I would like to reflect upon my strengths. I'm creative, I'm enthusiastic, I like problem solving, and I, I believe on teamwork, on cooperation, and positive man. And last but not the least, I always try to improve myself, and I'm always in a hunt of it. And I might not have been successful for all the times, but I stopped trying uh, for being successful. I may win or lose, but I will never be defeated, and I will always try to improve myself in whatever field that's better for me. Thank you.
Very good, Shub. You have explained yourself very well. And it is a good thing that you are having more strength than your weaknesses. So you are going to overcome everything, and just be present over here all the time so that you can enhance your public speaking skills, because you are so young. So it is a good time, and it is a good it is a good time for you to start and overcome all your fears right now. So just be presentable all the time so that you are getting the chance to present your chapter or speaking. So at least you are going to overcome at least one of your weaknesses. Moving back to conduct a table topic, I would like to invite Adarsh Raj, who is the table topic master for today. Everyone, please put your hands together and join me in welcoming Adarsh Raj on stage. Welcome, Adarsh.
Hello everyone, thank you. Can I start table topic? Hello? Hello?
Yes, you can
Hello?
start.
Sir.
Yeah, that's you can start.
Thank you, Palvi, to give me such a nice opportunity. I asked table topic in this group of members, and I am very happy to present it. Firstly, I would like to ask Hiralal, first question, what was your favorite parts of
Today, favorite parts? I study.
Yes, yes.
I studied a lot
Okay.
today because the workers coming to home for work were not come. So I got very much time to study myself.
Thank you, Hiralal, to share with us. And
Just
I,
one second, others. Just I want to tell that in table talk, we have to speak for at least 2 minutes, Hiralal. We don't have to complete within a second. So just
Okay.
to note, you need to speak and more. You need to make points, right?
Okay. So should I continue?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can continue.
you can continue.
Yeah. Okay. Today, actually, I am preparing my home, and the workers who were to come didn't come today. So I got more time for my study. I studied two chapters from the book, and also I studied my self-study practices, and uh, try to manage the timings which I have lost in past few days. So I got more times today, and more so that I can manage all those things which I lost before. Uh, also feel very happy because I got some rest also, and I ate very good food, and try to be happy more and more. Thank you.
thank you, Hiralal. Share it again. And second question, this is given by Sub. What do you want to be when you grow up? Hello, Sub. Are you in?
Yeah, I got it. I would like to definitely. I have not set my aim as I told just now, but as an estimation, I would like to be an software engineer or a mechanical engineer because software engineer because I have a interest in the field of computer, and mechanical engineer because and I'm very enthusiastic, and I would see it a good opportunity for me. And yeah, it might be, but my aim is not haven't set still now, but I'm in a search of it.
Okay, Sub. Thank you for sharing it. And I want to successfully in life, and you give mechanical engineer and computer science. Do you want? And third question, I asked to Nilima, describe your dream vacation. Hello, Nilima. Can you see? Hello.
Nilima, are you there?
Yeah.
Have you heard the question of Adarsh Raj?
Hello Nilima. I ask again.
हाँ,
Describe your dream vacation.
ड्रीम वेकेशन, कहाँ पे ड्रीम वेकेशन बिताना चाहती हूँ? बताओ, बोलो ना, शिमला मनाली बोलो।
शिमला।
2 मिनट बोलो।
Nirima, you have to speak for at least 1 minute. Just try to describe Shimla or anything else. Just try to speak. It's okay if you are not able to then, but try.
Okay, I want to ask another person. Anybody, please tell about, describe your dream vacation. Dilip, can you ask?
That's Raj. Yeah, I can hear you. Should I start?
Okay.
A dream of whenever I am getting a time, and when I have a dream of going such a place where I can see the architectural basis of Indian culture. Mainly, I have a dream of going to a Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, which is one of the famous architecture of India's culture in the ancient time. I- i- If I talk about the secret behind these places, is that the statue which is in the Mohenjo-daro or Harappa, that is built with a stones, and that is built in a different kind of architectural forms. That is that connects our culture in a different way as compared to today. Today, if any children will visit the place, they will see that this is a negative, this will create a negative impact on society. But if any who have studied the Indian culture and customs and Indian history thoroughly, then they can definitely understand what is the inner value of these kind of statue and these kind of places. So, if I have time in my future, I will visit that place.
Thank you, Dilip, to share it our group, and I appreciate your vacation dream. And I ask you other question for Subham. Subham, are you here?
Yes, yes.
Yes. I ask you, who inspired you? Are you here?
My inspiration for my mother. My mother is my inspiration because she is a fine art over here in school. So I am very passionate in drawing and designing. So I have already in first attempt I did not get cracked any good colleges, but I have dropped 1 year. So my passion is my mom.
Okay, thank you, Subham. Share it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I asked to Sakti Sagar, what is your hidden talent? Sakti?
Okay, so I think that my hidden talent is my painting. Earlier, when I was a child, I was a very good artist. I used to draw a lot of sketches. As I was very much passionate about drawing, so I joined a drawing classes in my when I was in class 5th or 6th. But because I used to come from school, and then I used to leave for the drawing classes, but would never get a chance to play cricket, right? Because both the time used to get class in the evening time. So I, after just 2 or 3 weeks, I left that class, for playing cricket, because I used to love playing cricket as well. So, but still, I am able to make use. I have participated in my organization so many times, making some rangoli or some other things, wall painting as well. And whenever I'm doing some preparation of my speech and I'm sitting idle, and if I'm having pen in my hand, then I would be drawing every time on my copy is something, whatever comes in my mind. So that is my hidden talent.
Thank you. Sakti Sagar. Prakash Kumar Badal, please tell I ask my question and you answer. Tell us something that makes you happy. Prakash Kumar Badal, are you here? My question.
Yeah, hello. Yeah. Makes me happy. Uh, my study. Hello.
Please unmute your video camera.
Actually, light is not here. Actually, no electricity due to
Okay, no, you can.
raining. Yeah. So I just can. Yeah, actually, I just very inspired, and actually, it is my positive thinking when I just study, and you know.
Sorry to interrupt you, Prakash, but this meeting is going to end in less than 1 minute. So for the members who have joined for the first time, you have to click on the same link and you will be joined again.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, now Prakash, you can continue. What are the things that makes you happy?
Yeah, my study.